We've had quite a bit of moves in the FX market over the past 24, even 48 hours. Today in particular, the currency that everyone's focusing on is the British pound. The reason is because we had a Bank of England monetary policy announcement. The Bank of England left interest rates unchanged. That was not a surprise. They are in no position to change interest rates at all due to the overall weakness of the economy as well as ongoing Brexit uncertainty. Now, what's interesting about the BOE rate decision as well as the move in sterling is that, first of all, the Bank of England said that Brexit uncertainty is going to continue, and as a result, they lowered their GDP forecast. This actually drove the British pound below 129 against the US dollar. And that came off of the initial Lisa statement along with the quarterly inflation report. But 30 minutes later, we had the governor of the central bank give his press conference. And what was interesting about it is that even though he certainly kind of recognized the slowdown in the economy, the fact that inflation is probably going to trend lower, and provided an explanation on why they lowered their forecast, his tone wasn't entirely pessimistic. He remained hopeful that the UK government was going to reach a deal and that their forecasts on the presumption that they would reach a deal called for a recovery in spending and a recovery in the economy later in the year. So I guess they are basically, taking a glass half full approach and saying that, first of all, the country is not ready for a no-deal Brexit, but the chances are there will be an agreement. So pound dollar U-turned after BOE Governor Carney's speech, rose back above 129 and traded quite strongly, almost all the way to 130 after the central bank rate decision. So all in, it ended up being positive rather than negative for the British pound, and sterling actually ended up being one of the strongest currencies of the day. But it's certainly not out of the woods. Next week, we have a continued focus on Brexit. Theresa May, the Prime Minister, has said to Parliament that if she does not come back with some sort of meaningful change to the Brexit withdrawal agreement by February 13th for the Parliament to vote on, they can begin Brexit debates again on the 14th. So, that's a date that, everyone's kind of focusing on. Theresa May was in Brussels to talk to the European Commission, and according to the European Commission, it seems like they're still very far away from an agreement, and that no deal has been reached. So it doesn't look good, and for that reason, I think there could still be some downside risk in the British pound. So keep an eye on sterling because it's a mover this week. It'll continue to be a mover this next week. Thank you so much.